Hello everybody. So we're back on site on this one. We got some boulders we're going to use. We got some really nice big ones, but we cannot use them here because it's just too big to get in and maneuver around. So we got some nice medium size in there. Guys are going to dump the boulders we have. They're going to start getting it back there because we're going to continue rocking this lower section of this water feature. Very cool. It's going to be very meandering back and forth and serpentining all over the place. So got some cool stuff in here. There's some moss rocky pieces. There's some granite pieces. It is Friday, so we're gonna get this stuff going. We gotta bring the machine out and help them bring in some of those boulders because they're like just big enough that they're like gonna kill the two of them having to bring them in. So we'll take the machine, let that load them up, and they'll get it in here. So John and I are instead gonna go outside and give them a hand. So let's go see what we can do. End of the day, made good progress. So we've got our bottom falls here. That has a stream going back here. That turns and has another fall there. That one is gonna be a stacked slate falls. That goes up into this stream that comes around over to here, which will have one small falls, that mystery falls that comes in there. But the other one will go up, back around, back there, behind the machine, and up to the top. Guys are moving in material for the upper half of this Pondless Waterfall we're building. Dan and I are working on picking out boulders for small secondary fall over there that we've got to get set before we can kind of make bigger progress on the rest of it, because we got to make sure water drops from there, continues through the rest of the stream over here, goes into the pooling area, and then ends up in the bottom. Problem is just making it work and not making too much of a mess since there's so much mud. So we're gonna get moving on this. You'll probably see a time lapse start in a moment. Found a good spill rock, but it's got a stupid nub on it. So I'm gonna work on seeing if I can get rid of that. Secondary falls that we have over here is pretty well buttoned up. We've got a little detail work in there done, have to finish, but it's gonna come from there, drop this way, come around, hit there, bounce off, drop in here, and drop down. The other falls is gonna then, that same point, go this way and go around. Dan decided he wanted to work on his slate work, so he did pretty good there. I'll give him a B-.
That's good. That's better than I did in school.
He's got a B-. I would take the minus part if it didn't have as much foam. He was very slow with it, but I will give him first time. You know, it'll come over time as you do more of it. So we got this area done. We got this area done. We got here. So we got progress. In these areas came along pretty well. So the guys are putting away the Makita over there. We use that for cutting stuff, and it has finally had
best tool ever.
It's finally had its first charge after 3.5 months. Yeah. So gonna get everything put away here and head out for the day. Good progress. I wanted a little more, but this one always takes a while to get moving, especially in the morning here. This one took us a while because they had to get all the material brought in. I think we're good on material for tomorrow. Yay, for the first time. Oh, but we have a delivery. So, all right, let's see what we can do in the morning. Guys are raking, leveling out the top area. We had to get some of the soupy soil out of the way, and Dan's finished up his wall. We got that area buttoned up behind. Now they're leveling that so we can get the upper stream area. They're working on cleaning out some of the remaining buckets, and we're going to work on getting this whole up area done today. Our hopes is I'm getting this all the way up to our last spot where the urn will go. I want to get that today. So when you go to dig out the top half of your project, and you know there's electric somewhere in the area, but you get right to the corner of where you're supposed to dig, and you're only about 8 inches down with 3 electric wires. Yep, that's how it's going. So we've trenched it out so I can dig it all the way back there to get it out of our way, because we got an urn going right there. Sometimes you have to take care of what the others don't do. Electrician brought these wires right up to the surface level. End of the day, Dan got a stacked stone wall in there. It's looking really good. We've got this whole wall now done. We've got our waterfall over here done. That's coming in through here, and we've got another little falls there, a second little falls there. That area is going to be a pooling area, which that'll be all finished and buttoned up in the morning. We had our electric line, which went right through the middle. That did take us a couple hours. We had to dig that out by hand and get that moved over. Our area up top for our urn is all set. Tomorrow, lights will go in. They're going to get these edges all buttoned up. We're going to get gravel in here. We're going to start to get in this top so that hopefully this bottom half tomorrow will get all finished and cleaned up while we work on the top half. So good progress made. Just some stuff was a little difficult going. And same time, I think I popped my finger out. So we'll get this all kind of buttoned through this middle right up into the top, so then the final day we'll get the urn and that top part built. Is cleaned, lights are in, foamed and bibbed, and we're up to about here where now we're going to get the bottom of this done. We're going to get it finished so it's all prepped and ready for tomorrow to finish up. Dan is going to get this seam done so we can get the last couple boulders in here, and then we've got to set our urn space. So next couple hours we're going to get this whole bottom area hopefully finished, because our liners are all in and set. We've got to trim in the edges over there, but yeah, we'll get some progress.